Hazak u'baruch, Moadim Nesimcha, Hagim Uzmanim Sason. Bezat Hashem, Mincha is going to be 6:05. Please be on time, 6:05 Mincha. The halachot, we continue speaking about the halachot of carrying what's considered hotza'ah on Shabbat. If a person has buttons on his jacket or on his shirt or perhaps on his hat that are not functional buttons, but they're there for aesthetic purposes. For example, like the buttons that are on the shoulders of a jacket, where they have these 4 buttons that are there for the purpose of prestige. It's part of the garment, and therefore it is nullified and is not considered carrying, even though those buttons don't really function as anything. And something similar to a frock, which many great Rabbanim wear, in the back there are buttons of the frock. Those buttons don't really serve a purpose, but they are there for the beautification of the garment, and therefore they're nullified to the garment, and it's not considered to be carrying on Shabbat, and so on and so forth. If there was a hat and there was a button on the hat that's there for decorative purposes, it would also not be considered carrying. Where is this all learned out from? There's a case in the Gemara that the princes, they would walk out with woven bells that would be sewn onto their garments, and it was something of prestige. And even though it's sort of is not being used as a utility purpose, but that in itself is considered a legitimate purpose and therefore nullified to the garments. Be'ezrat Hashem, tomorrow, hopefully we'll see what about reserve buttons that are not really serving any purpose of beauty, and they're not functional as is, but they're sewn onto a shirt in order, if a button falls off or something else, to have a replacement button. So is that a problem or is that not a problem? Because in a certain sense, it seems to be much more severe than a beautification of the garment. And B'ez Hashem, we'll see, we'll get to that tomorrow. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.